Tell me when you're ready.
You're good.
Okay. Happy Tuesday, guys. Good evening. I made cute graphics, and I will send them in the chat to go over this week's top PPA and new promoters and new customers, but my computer won't let me upload them. So I do just want to go over them real quick. So number one for top PPA this past week is actually Colby, again. So congrats, Colby LaRue. Number two is Cassandra Hartman. And number three is Teresa Hosea, and I'm probably going to say that wrong, so I'm going to apologize now. I'm going to mute everybody out too while I'm at it. Okay, so those are our top three PPA last week. Congratulations to you three girls. Also, congratulations to Colby for hitting her VIP on her husband's account, because that is super exciting. The next thing I wanted to go over was last week we changed 12 new lives with the products on our team and 5 new lives with the business, which is awesome. That does not include any sort of auto ships or anything like that. So those are completely new people, which is exciting. So tonight we're going to go over a few different things. I want to go over stories and how your story is important. And then I know that Abrielle also wants to go over some stuff with customers. And then if anybody wants to add anything in, if you have questions as we go, let's utilize the chat for that. Okay, so real quick, to go over stories. I feel like we all forget how important it is to tell our own story, because to us it's nothing special. You go through things, but to you it doesn't mean anything. You don't think it's that hard or whatever it is. But here's the thing is you have no idea how many people out there can actually connect to you and connect to your story, and how many people are actually going through the exact same thing as you. Whether that's you're going through a divorce, whether that's you're working full time and you're just not making ends meet, whether it's, you know, you're going through adoption, whatever it is, there are other people out there who can relate to you 1000%. And we forget that. And I think it's so important to put your story out there and to tell what you've gone through and where you're going and how you've gotten through it, to get that connection with people, to build relationships with people. That's when people are going to join you, whenever they have that relationship with you and they have that trust factor, because you can stand there on the other side of something that you've gone through, and you can see somebody before, and you can put your hand up and be like, I can help you. Like, let me help you get through this. At the end of the day, that's what this business is let me help you get to where you need to be. And I know that, like, Chelsea's a good example of this, is I know that she has single moms reach out to her all the time. People who haven't even talked to her before, haven't talked to her about joining the business or running the business yet, but she has put out there her divorce and how she got through it and how she's a single mom now and able to stay home with her kids. And because of that, women reach out to her literally weekly and are like, hey, I'm going through this. Can you just talk to me? People she's never talked to before. So your story is important, and I think you would be very surprised at who would actually connect with you. People you may not even expect, because honestly, like, we all use Instagram and Facebook as a highlight reel, and we all see those people who look like they have the perfect relationship on Instagram, and 2 months later they're divorced. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, we all see it. It's the truth. So you never know who's going through what you're going through. And I'm not saying that in a way as like blast your shit. Like, you don't need to put out all the nasty, all the negative, but there's a positive way to talk about where you've been and how you've got through it and where you're going to go because of it. So just really keep that in mind. And the other thing too is not every single person may relate to your story, but they may relate to somebody else's story that you know. So like something I did yesterday was I posted about Abrielle's story and just how she's a stay-at-home mom of 2 girls, and she's able to open up a boutique and do all the things because of her Lavelle income and how it's helped her family, and she can buy cars. And you guys, like, she was able to surprise her husband when he got home from deployment with a brand new car. And then I talked about Chelsea's story and how she's a single mom and she's able to stay at home. And I had so many women reach out to me about this business, all because I just shared other people's stories. So while you may not be able to connect with everybody, you know somebody who can. You know somebody's story. And that's the great thing about the Lavelle fan page. Now, while I do not personally share the post like it is recommended, go to the Lavelle fan page. First off, if you're not liking it or following it, whatever the button says, do that. But second, if you're talking to somebody and you hear that they're struggling with XYZ, you can go to the Lavelle fan page. You can search that in the search bar whatever it is, say they're struggling with fatigue. Search fatigue, and you're going to find hundreds of stories on that. And it's so easy to be able to share that story with somebody and say, hey, I read this today. I wanted to share it with you because I know you're going through something similar. And what that's doing is it's showing them that you can connect with them. You see what they're going through, and you have a solution. We are in a solution-based business. People buy from people because they need a solution. You go to Target because you need X, Y, and Z. You go to Walmart because you need whatever. Well, Target, you may just go because you just want all the things. But you go, you buy from whoever it is because you need a solution. Use a story to give the solution to help people get to where they want to be. I'm going to bop it over to Abrielle, though, and mute myself and let her talk about customers because I think that's so crucial, more so for the end of this month.
All right, guys. I am going to be what's her name? Mrs. Trunchbull. Was that her name? I'm going to be her right now because I love you guys dearly. I love this team. I love our community. Yes. Oh, what did I say? Did I say from Matilda?
That's from Matilda, right?
Okay, yeah. I thought I said something else. Oh my God, did I mess that up? Anyways, no, but for real, I feel like every so often we all need our own personal tough love, and I had to get I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this a long time ago. Some of you guys weren't even on the team yet, but a long time ago, when I first started talking about on our Zooms about self-development and how Michaela was the main one who introduced me to it, and how I didn't want to listen to her because she's super crazy and I think she's really weird and she wants me to read these Bibles and stuff. I'm just kidding. I didn't think she was weird, but like stuff like that. Like she's really into manifestation, affirmations, all that weird voodoo type. Like she got a doll somewhere poking me in the head. I don't know. So like I did not listen to her because I was like, this is crazy. But then Chelsea said, you just have to find who speaks to you, right? And her thing is, she's the same way I am. We can only read so much and be like, yo, this is whack. I'm not doing this anymore, because that's how I am. I didn't like going to school. I barely graduated high school because school was not, I like to be entertained. I like to be like, if something's not grabbing my attention, I don't care. So reading, no. So I had to find someone who spoke to me. And I said this before, the only person I know that can speak to me and put me on my butt in tears or lift me up and keep me going is my father. And I had to get some tough love from my dad, because in the most positive way. And he's going through his own stuff. He's been with the same person. And I don't think none of y'all know me besides Stephanie really, but he's been with the same person for 20 plus years. And they're getting a divorce. And that for me, even though I'm 23, 24, and I have my own life, like that's a lot to handle, because that's like my second mom. She's known me ever since I was 4 or 5 years old. She's taken care of me. She was 18, 19 when she first met me. So it's really hard to comprehend what's going on when you've known someone your whole life, right? And then you have someone you really also genuinely care about. Not that I don't care about her, but your own blood, your dad, who struggles with PTSD, who has literally 3 different psychiatrists because he's crazy. And it's sad to say, but he is like crazy. He cannot handle stress very well. He doesn't like to open up and share like I am. I like to talk about it. Just like I said to you guys last Tuesday, I apologize for my absentee. I admitted to me having my own personal problems going on, but that's not fair for you guys and not fair for me. But my dad is completely opposite. So I feel like I kind of got this from my mom. And I know I'm rambling right now, but I'm getting somewhere. Just calm down. So it's really hard to, I'm giving my dad advice. I'm telling him what I think he should do, right? And I'm telling him, like, Dad, you should really, like, read some self-development. He was like, girl, what you talking about? Like, he was literally. But I finally got him into it, and it kind of opened his eyes a little bit on how myself and my other brothers and sisters who are, 12 and 14 with him, are feeling, right? So then it came back, and he kind of hit me with, yo, you told me to read this book and I read it, and you're doing the complete opposite of what you just told me to do, because you're letting irrelevant stuff affect your mindset. And I was like, immediate tears, because he's so right. In this business, just like Michaela said, this is a finding a solution business. We are here to help someone, a mom, not struggle with energy, who doesn't have any and she needs some, or someone who needs an income, or whatever it is. We are those people to help them, right? And we all struggle with but signing people up. I'm going to be 100% real. We all struggle. I signed a couple customers a couple weeks ago, and I'm used to being my PPA, my 30-day PPA being 10 plus. And if you don't know what that is, that means in a 30-day span, I have signed 10 or more new customers with some type of product. And for me to see my numbers constantly dwindling down sometimes, that can hit you hard too, because you feel like you suck. You feel like you're not doing something right. You feel like, oh, maybe this business isn't for me. Maybe I don't need to do this. I've only been doing this for so and so long. Why am I not a millionaire yet? Or why am I not making a huge monthly income? Or where is my weekly paychecks with commas in them? But I'm here to tell you this, you guys, 100% honestly, we all struggle. Every single person on this Zoom, every single millionaire, yes, maybe not right now, but they've all struggled. Every single 200K struggles, 80K, 40K, whatever you are, honestly, rank does not matter. Everybody struggles in their everyday life. Everybody goes through shit. Everybody has shit. Everybody hates shit. Everybody's shit stinks. And that's just serious, like 100%. But you have to be an adult, and you have to put your shit aside, your excuses aside, and use them as your motivation. Because if you do not, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to feeling like you suck, and you're going to keep feeling like you're going nowhere, because you're not, because you're constantly telling yourself and allowing yourself to feel that way. I admit it. I'm in a funk right now, you guys. Not right now. I was, but I was in a funk, and I knew that I couldn't let that funk affect my business. It might have affected my attitude within myself, but I still put on a fake smile around people who matter to me. I still posted what I need to post. I shared my personal experiences with feeling in that funk, because I know other people can relate to that. I know people are too scared to share that. And I know people don't want to own up to their faults. People don't want to say, yo, I'm not in a good mood right now. Just don't, like, people don't like to say that, because everybody wants this picture perfect, oh my God, I'm so happy, I love my life. Like, no, I'm not happy. Not in that, you know what I'm saying, at the moment. I'm not happy. My life is not where I really want it to be. But I'm not going to let it stay like this, because I have kids. I have goals. I have visions. I have plans. I have a whole life ahead of me that I want things to happen the way I want them to happen. And me being miserable for a couple days is not going to stop me. So if you're wondering, I've been doing this for a couple months, I don't have anybody, where's my customers? I'm not doing this. Like, I need help, and you're coming to me, or you're coming to somebody else, or you are wondering just within yourself, what is wrong? You are what's wrong. And this is just honestly, you have to find, I say this all the time, you have to find your mojo. You have to find your niche. You have to find what works for you and continue doing that. So go look at your posting. Go look at how you're wording things. Go look at how you're talking to people. Maybe you're saying too much. Maybe you're not saying enough. Maybe you're overdoing your post and you're giving out too much information. For me, I kind of like to leave my posts being a little curious. So you're kind of, you know what I'm talking about, but you really don't know what you're talking about, so that you come and ask me what I'm talking about, so that I can give you the correct information. But even me, just a couple weeks ago, I was feeling really low about my business. I was feeling really down and out about myself. And I questioned a lot of things, but I said, you know what, girl, I've seen you do killer things. And I talk to myself a lot, you guys. So please, when I say I really did tell myself this, I really did tell myself this. But I really did see myself do amazing things. I've seen myself bring in comma checks weekly. I've seen myself, earn bonuses after bonuses. I've seen myself check into an airplane and go into lifestyle getaways and all that stuff because I did that. I did that because I knew I had to do it. I have a purpose. I have a plan, like I said, and I'm going to not let anything get in the way. Teresa, are you the iPhone? Because I'm a private investigator and I don't like not knowing who the iPhone is. Is she the iPhone? I'm gonna wait till she answers. Who is the iPhone? Anybody gonna say? Huh? Nobody knows? Anyways, okay, she don't want to tell me. But Stephanie and Teresa, they had two to 3 days to hit a bonus, hit a new rank, and they didn't let an excuse in their way. They didn't let nothing stop them. Teresa has been with this company for 8 months plus when she hit 4K for the first time. She did not stop posting. She did not stop letting anything get in her way. But you know what she did realize? She realized that this business, this company, these products are more, what she's doing is more than just making a sale. She's literally doing this because she wants to help people. That's exactly what she told me. When she finally woke up and realized that this business is more than just making sales, making commissions, and she's genuinely helping people change their lives. And when she woke up and she was like, oh, okay, I got a $4,000 or $2,000 bonus and a new rank to hit. I'm going to do that. And she didn't waste no time. She was at like $1,500 in the last 3 days, and she rang in those orders like nobody's business. Stephanie was the same way. She's been with me since the end of December. Never done nothing like this before. Come from a crazy background. I'm not going to go into detail. I don't want to tell her business. I'm not like that. But she comes from a hard life. Right? But she has a baby. She has 2 kids. She has a household. She has a husband. She has all of that. And she didn't and not only did she do it once, but she did it twice. And that's the thing, you guys, when you have something on your mind, I don't know if y'all like me, but I'm like me. Obviously I'm like me, but if I have something on my heart that I want to accomplish and I want to do, I'm not going to stop doing it until I do it. I don't give a crap if it takes me 2 weeks or 2 years. I'm approaching my 2-year anniversary in August this year, and I want to be 200K by then. Am I going to say, no, I'm not going to be 200K? Why would I say that? That's horrible to say, that I cannot get myself and my team to 200K. If it doesn't happen, am I going to quit? No. I'm going to make a new goal and a new plan and a new dream. And I'm going to still push hard to do that because why not? So my whole moral of the story is you guys cannot let your excuses get away. And even Colby signed her husband up, and she was nervous as hell to sign her husband up as a promoter because she didn't think she could maybe even get these bonuses. And she knocked it out the park. She didn't let no excuse to get in the way. She's been feeling a little stuck. I'm sure, I'm not trying to say this. I'm not trying to tell you business or nothing, but this is just reading. I can read vibes. I'm a mind reader. I'm sure people are feeling stuck. I know you've said it before, but she just killed it. She didn't let nothing get in her way. She put her freaking big girl panties on because she's having another baby. She has a young baby. She has her husband not home, and I know how that feels. So she has nothing else to do but change her life because she's in charge of it. So she has to do what she needs to do. No excuses. So I just want you guys to understand that if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling like something's not working for you, something isn't right, you have to change what you're doing because maybe what you're doing isn't right. Like I said, maybe how you're posting, maybe how you're sharing, maybe how you're talking, or maybe just your everyday routine, how you're starting your day, how you're ending your day, how you're talking to people around you. All of that stuff Maybe you need to fix that, because I know that's what I had to do. I had to fix my environment. End of 2017, I had to fix my environment, my mental state, my attitude, my lifestyle, everything. And what do you know? My life changed for the better. 2018. Praise the Lord. But I'm just saying, I don't know who that is, iPhone. I really want to know who that is. Why can't you just tell me? Is it Teresa? Is Chelsea. Oh, okay, Chelsea. Hey, girl. I'm sorry. But even Chelsea, I think Cassandra took a couple, but Chelsea, she's in here killing it. She's trying to get these VIP bonuses. She's never talked to me a day in her life, but she was motivated to get those packs out of my hands and into some customers' hands. I think she took 3 out of the 5. And that's amazing. I'm sure she's never done 2. But that's basically what I wanted to say. I just wanted to briefly say really quick, you guys, change everything. Change it up. I'm not saying change you. Don't be starting to be someone you're not, but really, 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 really dig deep to find who you are, find what's missing that's helping you enhance yourself a little bit, find what's working. I know for me, I'm going to go back to the sharing Thrive transformations, because when I was sharing Thrive transformations from the Lavelle fan page is when I had a lot of more random people in my inbox. Do you get what I'm saying? And I am not really the type of person, I really don't like to share those, but I'm going to put it aside and I'm going to do what I need to do, because I know when I was doing different stuff like that, it was working. And when I stopped, it's like, oh, shoot. But I think that's it. I think I've kind of said everything I wanted to say.
I think that's important too, though. Like she was just saying, and one thing that I've heard Abrielle say a bunch is when she feels like she's in a funk or she feels like life is happening to her instead of her creating her life, she does a really good job of going back and having like a true reality check with herself.
You have to.
And she'll go through and like look at her post and look at what was working, what wasn't working. Was I going live more? Was I just getting uncomfortable? And I think that is huge, the fact that she is able to look, because that's not easy. I mean, honestly, nobody likes to look themselves in the mirror and be like, I'm screwing
You're wrong.
right now. Yes, nobody likes that. But that's one thing that if you feel that way, like, do it. I think Amy has something, or you just.
I'm going to share with you guys all right now that what Michaela and Abrielle just said is something that I had to do. I have been absent for, I don't know, a month, maybe a little bit more. So I'm sorry. We're all human, and I'm here to share that with you guys and admit it. I have completely taken a step back because I let my mind take over and completely put my business on hold. Sometimes it's just what you have to do, but I have taken a really hard look at myself, and I'm done doing it because, like these girls said, if you really want this, then you have to push it all aside. And I let my mind and my worry and everything that I've been feeling beat me down, and I let it take over, and it sucks. And we all have life, right? So why should I let my stuff be something, everybody has shit, like Abrielle said. My shit is no different than anybody else's. Mine's not worse than yours. Mine might stink a little more than you guys, but we can all do this. And self-development. I have stopped. I was writing in my journal every single day. I was listening to podcasts every day. We always were sharing things with each other every day, and that stopped. I've stopped doing it, and it does. When we always talk about self-development, you guys, it does make a difference. It makes a huge difference, and I've noticed it with me. I'm back. I'm going to kick major ass in this business, and I'm not going to let it stop me, and I'm never going to be absent again. And I tell Michaela, Abrielle, and Chelsea, sometimes we all need tough love, like they said, and I need it. And I need sometimes people to say, get your head out of your ass. You're going to be fine, and it'll all be okay. And you can get unstuck. So you guys, make sure you're doing your self-development. Every day I just Google something. I have been doing it again this week because I've fallen off. I've fallen off hard, and I'm admitting it to all of you. And I just wanted to apologize and let you all know that I'm here and I'm ready, and we can all do, you guys can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. So keep consistent. Keep writing in your journals. Keep the positivity, and everything will happen. I also said that I noticed my whole social media is not based off of, but Derek has Down syndrome, and I have not been posting towards my social media audience. And I think that has been making a huge difference as to why, like, I'm a special needs mom. I need to be posting towards the special needs community. I need to be posting that, it's stressful. Being a mom is stressful. Having a child with special needs just adds a ton of other crap. That's crazy, and these products have changed my life. So I'm noticing what needs to be changed, and I'm excited to make these changes and see how much it can improve my business. So I just wanted to come on and share with you guys, and that is all.
Yep, Abrielle does.
No, I was just gonna say it really quick, but even like when I asked you guys to share your goals for the week, did anybody else notice that Michaela's goals were not anything to do with the business? Every single thing she wants to change or she wants to do this week is about her lifestyle changing, her getting back on track, her getting back onto a schedule, her admitting that she fell off, but now she is committed to fix it, because I don't even know how she's alive right now without no type of, I can tell I can tell you what, honest to God, I can tell Michaela has fallen off, because where is Michaela? I was like, what is going on with this girl? But when she admitted to her fault and she knew that something had to be changed ASAP Rocky, or she was going to continue to fall into this deep hole where nobody was going to find her, I was like, I freaking love that, because it takes a lot for us as adults, as women, as sensitive as we are, to even own up to any of that, to even say, yo, I am wrong. That's my bad. Like, I know me and Tim, that's why we butt heads sometimes, because he always has to be right. I'm always wrong, but no, honey, I'm right. You're wrong. Goodbye. But I don't like to, if I'm really wrong, like sometimes, most of the time I'm really wrong, you guys, but who cares? I'm really right. But like, I don't like to be like, yeah, I'm wrong. I'm like, no, fuck. But I know this is recording. I probably shouldn't have said that. But that's it. That's all.
I'm going to jump in really quick, just because I feel like it's a huge commendable thing for, any of us on this Zoom, and, even the top leaders, to say, like, they struggle, they've had their issues, they've fallen off, they haven't necessarily always done the things they need to do every day, and they had to have their own talk with themselves. Like, that's a huge thing to be able to just admit to yourself, but then to come on and be that transparent and open with the team is just a huge thing. And, I hope everybody kind of takes a step back after this Zoom. And if you're struggling with customers, if you're sitting back constantly telling yourself, I'm not getting anybody, why am I not signing anybody? Why am I not signing promoters? Why is my check not growing? Y'all, I do that to myself. But it's one of those things where I say it and then I release it. Because if you're sitting around, and we can go back to law of attraction on this, if you're sitting around and all you're saying is, I'm not going to get this, why is this not happening? I suck. I'm never going to get to where I want to be. That's what you're going to get, right? That's how, and if you believe in law of attraction, you believe that that's how the universe works. Whatever you're putting out into existence, you're going to get back tenfold, because the universe isn't going to see, okay, well, she's grateful for what she has, so let's give her a little more. Okay, now she's grateful for that, so let's go ahead and give her a little bit more. And, we're sharing struggles. Y'all, I've been through like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, where I've hardly signed a person. And I had to sit back and think about, what the heck have I been doing the past couple of months that I've literally been stagnant. And for me, I hadn't been listening to the self-development like I had been. I used to stay up and watch YouTube every single night. And now I find myself in beauty community drama and all on the Twitter and doing all these unnecessary things at night that aren't getting me anywhere. They don't do anything for me. And, I would listen to a podcast and do all these things, and I'll listen to a podcast here and there now, or throw on a YouTube video, while I'm getting ready or something, but I'm not absorbing that. I'm not taking in what I should be taking in. And that was a huge part of how I got to where I was, right? Like that was an everyday thing for me. And I kind of removed that from my routine, and it showed. And I started writing out my affirmations, and I talked about the journal that I started, I guess a couple weeks ago now. I write in it every single day. I give myself no excuse. It got to like midnight the other night, and I turned my light off and realized I have not written in my journal. You know what I did? I turned my light back on. I sat in bed and I wrote a full notebook page of affirmations to myself, spoke them out loud into existence, and then I went to sleep. Because I refuse to let a day go by now without doing that. And you know what I've noticed is I've made more connections recently. I have more conversations. I've upped my engagement on my social media. I've brought in this extra stream of income. I've been absent because I'm trying to now juggle a separate side income. I'm running a business page for my best friend's business that has nothing to do with Lavelle, but that takes up time. And so now I'm struggling to try and figure things out. But it all comes back to, I removed a piece of my puzzle. And you have to look in the mirror and tell yourself, like, it's okay to go through a struggle and a hard time. Like, it's okay if you have to look back and say, I effed up. I shouldn't have stopped doing what I was doing. It's fine. I can fix it. That's the whole point. You can fix it. You have to believe that what is supposed to be coming your way is coming, and just change your path back to where it needs to be. And if you look up and you've been doing all of the things, like Abrielle said, whatever you're doing isn't working. And that's okay. We've all been through that. All of us have. But then you have to sit back and think, am I talking to the people I'm supposed to be talking to? Am I in front of the right audience? Like, if you're a dog mom and you're posting about moms, but you don't have a child, why are you talking about having a child if you don't have a child? Just that, it's like, you can't be talking about something that you don't know about. Like, I don't talk about cats because I don't have a cat. I know nothing about them. Like, I'm not going to talk to cat moms. Like, it's just, so just sit back and think about, what are you posting about? Is it going to connect with the people that are watching you, that have eyes on you, that followed you for whatever the reason is that they followed you? If you're not talking about that and posting about that, you have no connections. And that's why there's something is stagnant. It's stagnant for a reason, but it's okay to be open with yourself and honest with yourself. And if you need to find somebody to have that open and honest conversation with, that's fine. I go to Michaela a lot. And on days that I need a pity party for myself, I call her and I say, look, I need 5 minutes. I'm going to get this out because I have to release it to somebody. So at least I have some ears to hear me and tell me to fix my shit. Like, get it together. You're fine. Move on. So it's fine to have that conversation. You just need to move on. The other thing, in going back to your story, step out of your comfort zone with your story. I can preach that all day long. Your story will impact so many people. Everyone has a different story. There is something special about every single one of you. But what is your story? And you might not be able to tell your entire story right from the get-go. Understandable. I sure as heck did not. It took me a long time for me to start talking about the fact I went through divorce, to start talking about the fact that I was a single mom. I had to own it myself before I could own it in front of an audience. But you have to believe in yourself that your story is going to change someone's life. At the end of the day, your story will change someone's life. So start little. Little by little, just start putting your story out there. And if you have to start with sharing someone else's story first, do that. Go live with somebody. Have them tell their story. Do what Michaela did. Put someone else's story on your story, so other people might connect with that. But you have to step out of your comfort zone to grow, to connect, and to build those relationships, because people are watching you. And like Michaela said, I've had plenty of single moms reach out to me just for the support aspect of it. Nothing else. And that's fine, because I went live in Team Grit about this. Like, we're not here to make a sale. We're here to change lives. And you need to stop viewing people as a dollar sign. You need to be waking up every day and telling yourself, whose life can I change today? Not hopefully I can get a customer today. Whose life can I change today? How many lives am I going to change today? Start waking up with that positive mind frame and thinking about somebody's out there that needs me. Somebody is out there that needs to hear my story, needs to know that it's going to be okay. They might be struggling. I'm here to tell them it's fine. Whether I earn a dime off them or not, build the relationship, because I guarantee if they don't order from you, they will have someone in their life that will, because that's happened to me before. I have a girl on my social media, and I don't even think I've told Michaela this. I have a girl on my social media who messaged me, actually like video recorded herself on Instagram, that she has a friend that's wanting to make an extra income. And the girl was like, she's friends with this girl. The girl wanted to do another MLM, and she said, no, wait, I have a friend that does Thrive that's done really well. Like, I want to connect y'all. She's never talked about ordering from me. We've built a relationship because we both have sons like the same age. I've never tried to sell to her. We've just built this relationship. But she thought of me because I've been honest and genuine, and I've told my story, and I'm me. I'm not Thrive on my social media. I'm not spamming my network. I'm me. And she's now wanting to connect me with this girl. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's the person in front of you. They will know somebody in their life that can use this business, that can use this product. So don't be afraid to share your story, because you have to continue to tell yourself it's going to change someone's life. It might not be today, but that person is going to be placed in your life at the right time. I promise you that. But that's all I have to say.
With that too, I think that's important, is when you're comfortable, but it's good to do things a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know how many people on here know this. I know there's a few people, but I am married to an addict, and that's not something I openly sit there and talk about on my social media, but at the same time I throw things in. He left for a month to go to rehab. I've talked about that, and you would be so surprised at the women that have come out and been like, I had no idea. Like, literally no idea, but because they've been through it, I worded it in such a way that because they've been through the same thing, they reached out to me and was like, I'm going through the exact same thing. How are you handling, being at home with kids and working while he's gone or things like that? So like, you would be surprised that you don't have to put it all out there, but you can put it out there in a way to connect with other people. Does anybody have anything else they want to say? No? Okay, we are going to have a really good Zoom next week too, because I was sitting there thinking about it and I got all the ideas. So we're going to have a really good Zoom next Tuesday. If your team isn't on, make sure that they're on next Tuesday. And I hope you guys have a really good week.
But I was just going to say, I'm going to I don't like you guys.
I love you.
Talking Tammy over here, all right? Like, the girl likes to talk. I don't talk to anybody. I talk to kids. But no, I was just going to say that I'm going to do this, the live event this week still, because I said I was. Y'all forgive me last week. Y'all know that was not my week. That was not my time of the month. But no, for real, I'm going to make the event page tonight because I was going to make it today, but I got a little sidetracked. But I'm excited. And I would really, 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 really like if somebody different who has not speak with me, or has a customer that is willing to speak, that has I would really love to get a customer to talk, because I feel like we are all Thrive promoters. We can all say we love the company. We can all say everything about that. But a customer who doesn't even give two craps about the promoting side, who has a good experience, would be amazing. If not, totally cool. Cassandra, I see you're unmuted.
I can reach out to a girl. I know she's not interested at all, but she's been like a reordering customer of mine for.
Hold on, what girl?
Wait, you can't hear? You can't hear? I don't have the
She doesn't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it.
But I have a customer who's been ordering for months now, and she has no interest, truthfully, because she's in school and she thinks I keep telling her she's got the time for it, but she has PCOS, and she has a really awesome story that she shared with me. She struggles with
endometriosis.
Yeah, something where she wasn't able to lose weight, and like she's been using the products now for a long time. Like, I don't even know. She's been ordering since October.
She has a really
consistently, and she has really awesome results. Like personal photo, she's lost like over 35 pounds, and she feels great. And she was struggling with depression, and like I built a really awesome.
Drive like regular 3 steps.
Regular 3 steps. She tried Ultra last month and she wasn't crazy about it, and now she went back to doing the burn.
We need to do an interview with her.
I could see she's really like not the camera friendly person either, but I could see if she's interested, because like her story as a customer is super awesome, and I keep telling her she should share with people so she can thrive for free, but she's like so nervous.
Tell her if she's been
ordering consistently for months, and her story is truthfully like incredible. Her pictures are incredible. Her transformation is incredible. And
if she gets on, I will give her $50 in credits, and I will give you $50 in credits. So you better tell her to put a little butcheeks on the video.
I'll definitely reach out. Her name's Lindsay, so I'll definitely reach out to her. She's had an awesome experience, and she loves the products. Like loves the products. So I know. But yeah, you guys, I'll definitely shoot her a message. Like I said, yes. So. But if not, I'll jump on, because I told my boss that I don't need to work. I usually work on Thursdays. I don't want to work anymore. I'm over working. So like,
yeah, I just want someone different. You actually do have a really, really, really amazing transformation too. I wish we can screen share with lives. That would be awesome to screen.
That would be cool. That would.
Somebody should like drop them in the comments, because that's your before and afters are really nice. Really, really good. And
oh, thanks.
You have a good story too.
I always forget. I forget sometimes about them. I posted one today, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Like,
no, those ones not trying to be like weird, but the ones that like you're in your bra and panties, that's like serious. Like you can really see. I was like, what?
Girl, that took a lot for me to share that, because I didn't want to look at myself in the before picture in it. So when I saw the good transformation between the before and after, it was pretty good. But yeah, it was. pretty
yeah,
awesome.
We'll definitely figure that out. And I don't have nothing else to say. I'm done talking now. Michaela's gonna kill me.
Yeah. But no,
Oh
you
yeah,
guys,
Alicia too. Alicia. Uh-huh.
Yes.
So I was gonna throw the idea out. I don't know if we even know how to do this yet. Maybe one of y'all do. But like the Zoom to live,
Yeah.
where you can have like multiple
that
people
out.
on.
go to
and,
share
like,
and
I
you
think
click
but that's just a
add,
good way. I mean,
no, you really do. You add your you link your Facebook to it. I know how to do. I've seen it before.
should
It's either
do
on my
that.
phone or it's on this laptop that I've done it before.
but that way
yeah,
you
the way
can
that
have
you do it,
like
like,
3 of
I've
y'all
done
on. Like
that
if you want to interview her, she can be on with both of y'all,
All three of you
I
guys.
think that's a really good
and then you
idea.
can screen share maybe.
Yeah, we definitely we should figure something out, because I think we all probably have some really awesome customers who aren't interested in promoting but have good, results.
Abs, we can practice tomorrow with
Yeah, I
you.
was about to say, I'm not going to screen share any of us to Facebook right now.
No, definitely not. I look crazy, but I also want to throw. There's a girl, Chelsea, who I got the pack of DFTs from you. You mailed them to her the other day. Do you know that I've been talking to her since August? Just building a relationship with her. Her customer account was created when I looked the other day in August 26th. And she created it and was interested, but then like for the last almost year, I've been just talking to her, messaged her. Both of our daughters' names are Adriana. I've built relationship with her, just talking about postpartum depression and things like that. And finally, just the other day, she reached out to me and she's like, "Hey, so I think I'm interested to, order Thrive finally." And I'm like, "Okay." And she ordered.
You want to know something? You want to know why? Because I have noticed how you are posting, how you are sharing, and how you are connecting with your Facebook has totally changed from the first couple months that you have been a part of this Lavelle company, stuff like that.
Because I think I used to always think it was like about me, where in reality it's not about me. No. It's about it changed. The products already did everything that they could do for me.
Right.
I already know how, and I kind of had to take the spotlight off of me and put the focus onto what they can do for other people. Because
that's why you go to conference. That's why
I was just about to say that girl was a conference too.
Yeah.
But
there's the light bulb.
Know how to really share that with people in the way for them to, I guess you could say, like, believe me, to really see. But I figured out a little bit of a better method, and I do talk to people. I do talk to people every day, and I used to also, like, I was focused on like signing a promoter, and then I kind of wasn't focused on them after I signed. Where my girl Victoria, I made sure, like, when she was interested, when she was a customer, and she in the first 2 days had 2 customers and was thriving for free the next month, she messaged me about promoting, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it my all with this girl, because she's gonna be my first. She's gonna get a bonus because it's the first person. I'm gonna make sure of it.
And what did I say? Treat your customers like gold, because what's going to happen? They're going to come. You're going to be the first person they come to when they need something, when they want more of something, and when they're ready for.
So it has, I don't know, you guys being on these weekly and all the time really has helped. You guys have been awesome. And
we love you.
So yeah, but I was just gonna say, and even today I just had a girl, I talked to her, she just shared a photo with me. She's had a baby 8 months ago, and she's never posted a picture of herself. And we've just been talking once again about postpartum depression, because that is my story. That is my weight loss and all that. And when I posted my before and after, I talked to her, I went to school with her.
Yeah.
And finally just today she goes, "Can I share something with you?" Out of nowhere. Just before, when I was at the library with my kids, and I'm like, "What's up?" She sent a picture of herself before, a picture of herself at 20 weeks pregnant, and a picture of herself just the other day. And she's like, she shared a photo with me that she hasn't posted a picture of herself. And she's like, "So what is this Thrive? And how do I do it?"
She's comfortable with you. She can relate to you.
Yeah,
you're giving her value. You're showing value in what you're putting out there. I'm telling you, it's the key. It's the key to success.
Yeah. So I just it's like you guys said, definitely building those relationships and like putting the focus on other people. Like Chelsea said, whether you even make a sale or not, like just building that with people definitely has helped a lot, like I've said. So, but yeah, I'll definitely reach out to.
So like, if you have ever even considered going to conference and you just heard Cassandra speak, you need to be
get there next month. I mean, next year. I said next month.
That's all I'm gonna say about that, because that right there.
Or get your behind into Jamaica waters.
Yeah.
I know that first getaway was life. I was like,
I can't wait. Because that's my dream vacation, like dream destination. So like, it's not even a thought. Like, it's
y'all
happening.
there. I know I'm gonna see y'all there. All of these people right here.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 10.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody have anything else? Let's just not this hard. It's fine. All right. I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.
Bye.